Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video on Ondo. Had to cover it. All right, has been super bullish, even when these market circumstances have not been ideal. They haven't been too bad either. I mean, if you told us a month ago that we were not happy with Bitcoin at 63,000, we would have called ourselves crazy, all right? But the fact is that Bitcoin right now, for the last week or so, has been trending down. So some altcoins have still rallied, and there are still opportunities in the markets. So that's why I'm telling you it's not the worst. But Ondo rallying like this in these market circumstances is exceptional, all right? So that's great. Has a lot to do with BlackRock, who's doing more and more, and started some sort of a fund on started some sort of an RWA fund. I think they sent like $100 million on Ethereum, something like that. I haven't read into that, but you don't need to read into that to know that that's bullish. BlackRock is obviously, when it comes to tokenization, usually the narrative, which is still relatively small, right? There's not that many RWA projects, and definitely not that many hyped ones. But that's where Ondo comes in, because if you do think about RWA right now, Ondo is by far the strongest project in that narrative. All right, it has a market cap of $775 million. Honestly, fundamentally, if you think that RWA is going somewhere, but even if you don't, you know BlackRock is going to keep talking about it, and you know the hype is there. All right. So Ondo, I think, like if you look at the AI narrative, Fetch is the strongest performer. If you look at the RWA narrative, I still think that's a very young narrative, but I do think Ondo, at least for now, will be the strongest performer. All right, so that's just fundamentally why I am bullish on Ondo. Now, I wanted to look up RWA real quick to see if I can find some other projects, real world assets, maybe. Can I find it then? Yeah. So if you look at all the other projects, I mean, yeah, all right, there are some other projects in there, but most of these are not RWA. Like Mantra is RWA for sure. But I think Ondo will be best. So Ondo in general is the one to watch. Now, like I said, right now has a lot of momentum. I'm not sure if it can keep up this momentum. Like I said, Bitcoin is still on the short term weak. So the markets in general, there's still gains to be made. But I do think Ondo needs to secure a bit more to stay bullish here, especially if you look at Ondo right here, and if you look at the open interest. This is good to see, but we do need some more confirmation. Like there is definitely a chance that Ondo gets back up to 65 cents, and that we actually also have a possibility and a chance to break above that and rally up to 75 cents. Ultimately and realistically, that's possible. Now, the only thing I would need to see is can Ondo actually hold its main support levels? All right, so if you look at Ondo right now, I would argue that the main level it's trying to break above right now is right here at 50, potentially down to 50 cents. So this is the most important level in my opinion, all right? There's also a lot of Fibonacci levels there we're trying to break above. If you look at this previous move, we have the 236 and the 3 at 2 there. So what I need to see is that when Bitcoin right now is finding a bit of support, but when Bitcoin continues this bearish momentum, and just in general, when Ondo finds resistance, for example, at 60 cents, can we actually hold this support level? If the answer is yes, and the open interest keeps continuing like it is right now, then I think it's a matter of time before we actually do get up to 65 cents. And we know the strength of BlackRock. If we get up to 65 cents, technically, I also think it's quite likely that we will get to 75 cents then. So I'm not sure if I think this is most likely in summary, because of the market circumstances. Like I'm a bit paranoid because of Bitcoin, but technically this is most likely. All right, technically it's most likely that right now, after some sort of a sharp V, as you can see, that we will rally up at least to the previous tops right here. So technically that's most likely, but like I said, wait for Bitcoin to get some bearish momentum. Can Ondo keep its bullish momentum, and can Ondo stay on top of its main support levels? Then there's confirmation. If not, it will just drop back down to the previous support levels before you know it. So that's what you need to know. Those are my thoughts on Ondo. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.